Is it live? It's live. Alright, hello. I've finished the Star Rail story stuff. Admittedly, cannot sleep because of it, because I just kept thinking about it. Yeah. So that's that. There's that. I will now do Genshin. I was going to do Genshin for the Mikawa Flower Festival last night, but I didn't because I ended up just spending the entire time just doing Emporia stuff. I really enjoyed that one. That one was 3.1 story. I think was a lot more fun.
Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either.
Why aren't they here?
Are we too early? Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
Like ethereal doppelganger in Zenless?
A doppelganger? You mean like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler?
I know the gist.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous one, huh? A friend being replaced by a complete stranger? Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it be related to what we saw last night?
Probably.
The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was
A's
talking about with
it.
Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team? Huh? They're not here yet.
Maybe they're still asleep?
If it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming.
Where the fuck are you?
Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games.
Then investigate. And he's running off.
He snuck away again. Do you think he might be...
Let's follow him and see what he does. Honestly, if Paimon just kept saying them, that would be easier to deal with.
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on.
Don't jump to conclusions. Let's
Good
keep
point.
watching.
He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Oh, is it the stealth stuff again? No?
Reporting back, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
I see. Did you find any other clues? It's Sarah.
Sarah?
Is Hazel voiced? Ah, good morning, you two. Nope. I
Hazel!
remember how he's
What's
voiced.
going on here?
I was wondering who was daring enough to sneak up on one of our detectives. Maybe I should have expected it to be you. So the Tenryou Commission's on the case. Bub, Paimon.
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
Considering Bub's skill, the fault is not with you. We just noticed him, and then we followed him at a, like, good pacing away from him.
So, what's going on?
Not
What are
much
you
skill
investigating?
involved.
Must be serious if Hazel's involved.
Well, about that. Unfortunately, my orders prevent me from sharing that information with you.
What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
If Sarah and Hazel are so hesitant to divulge information, there's only one person who could be responsible. Those orders come from the Shogun, don't they?
An astute observation, Traveler. Tell him the truth.
That sounds like a Shogun.
What? The Shogun is here?
No, I believe this is
You recognized me with a single glance?
I recognize it from the voice. Shogun, we still haven't completed the investigation.
It matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the Traveler. His gaze, his presence, his mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need his help.
So there's a rise of doppelgangers. Understood. An investigation team was sent to survey a piece of land. Yesterday, the Tenryou Commission received a report that the team was found unconscious in the field. Not only that, but the group appeared to have become trapped in an endless nightmare, unable to wake up.
Please! Stay away!
We detected intermittent traces of yokai power where they were found. We followed the traces and ended up here, just outside the festival grounds. Should we call off the festival? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. You've heard the rumors about the doppelgangers, yes? We suspect the culprit has the ability to change form, allowing them to spread misinformation at will. They may have already infiltrated the festival grounds. If we call off the festival, we may give them a chance to escape amid the chaos. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Locking down the festival grounds could provoke them to attack, which would endanger the public.
That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger
But what if they attack again? Sorry.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone.
A very valid concern. Last night, we dispatched a group of soldiers to the festival grounds. They'll remain undercover to keep an eye on things. We also blocked off several nearby roads under the pretext of construction, so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. Even the almighty Shogun has taken it upon herself to patrol the area all night.
Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Thank you.
So the thunder we heard was you!
I apologize for our failings, Shogun. You should not have had to intervene.
On the contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
Good question.
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Which means, if the culprit infiltrated the festival grounds, they must still be nearby. The only people close to the grounds last night were the staff and the contestants staying at the shrine.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else.
Is that why you need my help?
The Tenryou Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
To see who's who.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
That was on purpose. That had to be on purpose. They paused at theirs. Or Paimon paused at theirs. Like, among us,
Precisely.
yeah.
Traveler,
Right?
I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position.
Now I'll interrogate them.
But
It's fine.
if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be
I
in
just have to
grave
ask personal
danger.
questions. I understand. I'll do my
Thank you.
best.
I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Well, there's only so much we can learn that way, so I think we need to find a way to slip onto the grounds. It's better for us to be at the scene if something goes wrong. I fear the Shogun is far too revered a figure for that. If she arrives at the grounds, it will certainly cause a
Worry
stir.
not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Somehow, scheme seems more accurate.
Indeed. If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, probably would be nice to know.
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion. Oh, looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear.
Alright, let's ask them questions. Only Sayu's voice. For the playable chapter 0.
So tired. I don't feel rested at all. How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me?
Sounds like Sayu so far.
We...
Kijiboshi, that's not a nice thing to say to a friend. Sayu's probably just tired because she came up with all the ideas yesterday. Need a break, Sayu? I could start thinking about the ending stages in the meantime. It's been forever since we've done something fun together. You need to have enough energy to enjoy it.
It's okay. I can push through. Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi too. How should we test them?
Let's ask about the past.
Yeah! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try. White fur, yellow fur.
Whoa, you guys are here bright and early.
Yeah, well, the traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right?
Still, you don't need to make anything, so what's the rush?
Yeah. If the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency. Oh, no, it's just... The traveler really wanted to see you.
Seriously, Paimon? Oh, why?
Well, it's... your game! Playing your game yesterday? Brought up a whole bunch of old memories. So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times. You know, because you might be busy later and stuff.
Wow, smooth. What kind of an excuse is that? They're busy now!
Acting super strange.
Time to change the topic. Oh, I was just thinking about the Aranara. Oh, you know what? Me too. I thought about adding them to our game, considering the dream theme and everything. But in the end, the ideas just wouldn't come together.
Aranara? Yum!
No, it's not a food. The Aranara are like, small yokai from Sumeru. They're super friendly and cute. I can give you good dreams. Actually, that describes you too, Kichiboshi. If you ever go to Sumeru, I'm sure you'll be considered a good Nara. Okay, so that's definitely Yoimiya.
Good banana? Sumeru, huh? The dreams there are supposed to be special. Did you witness a dream or something? Maybe it could give us some inspiration.
It was Act
We
2
wouldn't
of
have to
Yoimiya's
think
thing.
so much.
Sorry, that dream is a little hard to describe. Don't you think, Bob? Sometimes when there are too many feelings in a dream, it's really hard to use as a reference material.
I was just wondering what kind of dream it was, that's all.
Guess it was the kind where a lot of things happened. Anyway, it's a long story. How about we wait until after the competition? Bob and I can tell it together. Sounds good. After that, you share many more memories together. Yeah, Sayu seems legit. You don't even have to ask her. Oh, shoot, where did the time go? I have so many levels to design today.
You should get out of your fur hair then. Good luck, everyone. Bye, white fur. Bye, yellow fur. Come back and play.
So, we need to check on Toma, Mizuki, and Kokumi.
Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past.
Do you still remember the original meaning of our journey? Find.
Oh yeah, totally. It was what was it again?
I figured.
Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
And whose fault is that?
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet.
Wait, is this Paimon a doppelganger?
Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next.
Alright.
Hey, Toma!
Is Toma
We were
legit?
hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Ah, looks like our judges are hard at work this morning.
Feel a soft bee?
Oh, Boss can explain that one.
Boss and Shosei were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best!
Oh, I don't deserve that much praise. But when it comes to the talking part, I guess I'm the best person to answer your questions.
Time for an interview.
Okay.
Into you?
Ask away, judges. Did you design this game with anyone in mind? Well, from a design standpoint, we want it to be a game for everyone.
Not so fast. Everyone isn't an answer. You need to be more specific about your target audience.
Yeah. Ah, you're absolutely right. Then allow me to revise my answer. Our target audience includes growing children, ages 0 to 18. 0.
Makes sense. Kids need a little
I guess,
exercise here
sure,
and there.
yeah. Second would be active adults, ages 18 to 40.
Right. Adults have more stamina, so they can get more out of the game.
Next would be older adults, ages 40 to 60, especially those in need of exercise.
Older adults. Exercise is important for healthy aging, but something feels off about this.
Finally, we have elderly people who are still full of life. That would be the 60 to 1,000 age range. Wow, that's a big jump.
Okay. Wait. That includes everyone.
Well, if you're 1001, you're out. Well, we can't forget about the yokai, right? This game is for humans and yokai alike, after all.
Yoroi.
Because he's trapped in a statue, I'm guessing? Besides, you seem to agree with each group, Paimon. Unless you intend to change your tune?
Next question.
He continued asking questions, and Toma answers faultlessly. So, there you have it. I hope that answered your question,
Whoa.
judges.
Not a single stumper.
Impressive. Well, I'm sure the interview is only one part of the evaluation process. Let's see what you think when you play the game yourself. Which reminds me, I should probably get back to work on this stage. Want to give it a try when we're done? It would be my pleasure. Yeah. I don't know. That sounded off. In that case, let's get to it.
Yes, Boss Toma!
I'll play it later. I want to finish the 3 acts,
Well,
if possible here.
Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything un-Toma-like about them. Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up. Kozo and his 2 friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
They're missing?
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early!
You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us?
Mm-hmm. You have questions for me, I presume?
Kokomi! A little warning next time!
Sounds like you already know why we're here. Yes, I heard about the doppelganger incident. When I saw you around the venue just now, it wasn't hard to connect the dots. Sounds like Kokomi. As for what you want to know... Energy. Oh, running low.
Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary!
In a tree? Dry berry?
You don't have to say it out loud, Paimon. Ahem.
Oh, sorry.
So, we can leave it there, right? You don't need to ask any more questions, I would imagine. Yep, all good. As for Gyobu Koban, he was in the shrine all night. I can't imagine he's the criminal you're searching for.
Yobu Koban is a criminal?
No, of course not! You're in the clear.
Yep.
In
clear. Is good?
Very good.
Good.
What about Mizuki? Where did she go?
Where is Mizuki? She left after receiving a message in the middle of the night. Looking back on it, perhaps it's related to your own investigation. Oh, as she left, I heard her whisper under her breath, ordering me around at the middle of the night. Who does she think she is? Miko. She probably needed an expert on nightmares to help formulate a strategy. Well, I guess that also confirms Mizuki's identity. What?
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki.
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
Did you finish up your
Yes,
work?
I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard? And all it took was for me to wear her face.
She's messing with us.
The culprit? It's you!
If you keep joking like this, I want 30% of the
Oh?
profit.
Greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20.
Making a joke like that, you're the only one in Inazuma who would do that.
It's getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
Can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
Indeed.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes.
So, what did you do last night?
Investigated the shogunate officials' nightmares, analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
Even so, I think you should take a break, Miss Mizuki. Gyobu Koban and I can handle the game development in the meantime. I learned a lot yesterday. I'm sure I can handle a few design elements while you get some rest. We can't have our lead developer out of commission. I'm not confident I can bring our vision to fruition on my
You're
own.
very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
Sweet dreams!
Sweet dreams. Mizuki goes to rest. A little unsteady on her feet, she looks exhausted, and that's when they get her.
Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand. It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years.
Sounds like you haven't forgotten
You
either.
know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one. Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
I chose not to, though.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined.
True.
In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
But that sounds dangerous.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand, that is our chance.
So, how do you plan to provoke them?
A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival.
Oh.
Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
She does not want to be here. It's the Shogun! The Almighty Shogun is here in person?
So this was your plan, Miko?
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Paimon can't believe she agreed to that.
The Almighty Shogun's presence is bound to cause a stir. Instead of struggling to maintain a low profile, it's better for her to step out into the open. And it means a detective can slip into the venue alongside the retinue, without turning any heads at all. In the presence of the Shogun, not even the most cunning of criminals can let down their guard. Their every new move needs to be faultless. The more you focus on getting one thing right, the easier it is for the rest to become cracks in the glass. That's what Miko wants us to take advantage of. And she's using the Almighty Shogun as bait. The Lady Guji's as daring as ever.
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
Your intel is very useful, actually. We don't know how things will unfold, but I have a feeling the truth will be revealed soon. Is it Paimon? In the meantime, stick with the Shogun, bub. We need everyone focused on her. I'll do my best. Alright, under my command, the Tenryou Commission will remain on high alert. If anything goes wrong, report back to me at once. So that's how you have it. Hold on. There. After that, we surveyed each stall, just like yesterday. A's presence definitely caused a stir, but it didn't take long for the festive atmosphere to return. Maybe a day will come when A can leave Tenchukaku, and it won't be so out of the ordinary.
Another day of hard work. Where did the time go? Huh? When did A get ahead of us? Let's catch up.
Okay.
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
Was this the guy who made the milk before?
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership
Or-
has changed hands.
No way, it shouldn't be him.
Ah, you must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
Oh,
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryou Commission.
Oh?
What are you looking at, A?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems...
the vendor is giving me a pleading look. Judging by his cooking skill, it almost seems like his first day on the job. He's working.
Working? Ah, I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
Oh, he's in
No
disguise.
need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dango milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Or they're all for her.
Yes. I
Oh.
wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side,
Not sure if we're
I
all for her,
imagine
though.
the people here would be on edge even now. I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
This festival is for everyone, including you.
Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games. Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it. I suppose that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
Traveler, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumeku Ippaku.
Yes.
So not even Mizuki could fix it?
Stop saying
What's
Mizuki.
going on with this nightmare creature?
Let's save the difficult questions for later.
In my weebnet.
Actually, I
With my
came here
weeb
to ask
knowledge,
you
I
something.
think it's pronounced Mizuki, not Mizuki.
Want to come to the Isa
I'm
bathhouse with
assuming
me?
so. Like Mizu.
Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
Really? Yes, let's go!
You want us to go to the hot springs now?
Well, game development isn't easy. Most
Oh,
of the
we're doing this?
contestants are exhausted and could use a break. You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all. So I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, that's too bad.
We're gonna kill her. Then I'm not going either.
I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
No need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Be right back. Imagine if it's just Sparkle.
Alright, now we can talk freely.
She's already in Honkai Impact. You need to talk to me in private. Why?
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything?
Yeah, she seems troubled.
Exactly. You noticed too.
Something did seem off with A today. Maybe she's not used to leaving Tenchukaku? Or was it the reaction of the crowd? No, we've been through so much. Something so trivial wouldn't shake her. She must be keeping something
I've
to herself.
witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem.
She's worrying about the return of
Until
something.
their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun.
So, even the Archons aren't immune to emotional strain? You see, Fiorina! Sure, she's not an Archon, right? In the formal sense of the word, but... What the fuck is this? Oh. She's not an Archon. Or she's an Archon. Or not an Archon, but she was basically the Archon of Fontaine. You're telling me that's not emotional strain? Huh? Huh? After fucking, like, putting on a trial like that? Having to endure 500 years of just playing the role that she is... Well, she's actually just human, I guess. But still! Still!
Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion and are naturally susceptible to the
Also,
same mental turmoil.
fucking, she started this whole, fucking, I was about to say Sokaku decree, but that's just Sokaku from, Soundless. I forgot what the decree was. But, I don't know, the Vision Hunt decree, for example. I forgot what the other one was where they closed off Inazuma's borders, but the fucking Vision Hunt decree. She did all that stuff because she was fucking, you know, distraught from her sister dying and found that her solution was just, you know, fucking having an unchanging nation, an unchanging people, unchanging in every way, shape, and form to embody that ideal of eternity or whatever. What's up? Hold on, I need to check something. Okay, my dog just wanted water. But yeah, obviously Archons are capable of feeling emotional turmoil. No way they aren't.
It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy. Anyway,
I understand.
the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler.
As a clinical psychologist, isn't that where you come in?
Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already!
Good for you.
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming?
I'll explain later. Just have fun.
Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg!
Is that a thing? For hot spring etiquette, you just get an egg.
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up.
Something tells me you chose to stay behind on our behalf.
What makes you say that?
You want everyone to relax.
If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions.
But aren't you under pressure too?
As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue.
You didn't deny it.
Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally, that person should be me.
What if you didn't have to worry about bothering anyone? Would you agree to go to the hot
What
springs
does
then?
it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will.
I'll take it as a yes. I have a pair of special coupons here. We can get into the bathhouse after closing.
What clever verbal tricks, Traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko.
It's an honest offer.
You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure.
Come on, let's go.
Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight.
Midnight.
As I said, let's wait until midnight. You can attend to other matters in the meantime.
Oh, you didn't go to the hot springs? You didn't either? Ah, well, a whole crowd of people have left already. I'll go a bit later with Shosei and a few others. Besides, we're a bit up behind with our game. We need to catch up, but your team is the biggest. I guess it's my fault for going overboard with the ideas. Kozo and the others can barely keep up. Sometimes delegating work is harder than doing it yourself. I wonder if this is how he feels, being the head of the clan. Well, don't work too hard. Of course, right back at ya. 2100. Wait till 2100. Yes. I realized I got everything I want pole-wise from this patch. Now I'm kind of just chilling.
Well, shall we head out?
Let's go.
All right. No reason to delay.
Fast travel? Yep. So this is the hot spring stuff, right?
Ah, steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring.
Is it your first time here?
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago.
Sounds like it didn't really happen.
When the project was complete, I was already in the plane of euthymia. And naturally, the body of the Shogun has no need for such luxuries.
Hiraki Hiroshi. Wasn't that the one killed by Dottore?
The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed.
What happened back then?
What makes you say that?
The look on your face.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended. You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces. Creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumekui Baku could do nothing to wake them.
As awful as that sounds, it doesn't seem bad enough to make you this upset.
Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead.
That would turn on.
The person would lose all
allies.
capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them.
If I hadn't broken out of the nightmare yesterday, would that have happened to me? Then A must be so worried because... did it happen to someone back then?
Yes.
And...
I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down. No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary, I would do it again.
Hey.
Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Oh.
Miko and Mizuki.
Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
Hey!
Ah, nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I want to think it's Miko.
I guess both of us?
Oh. Collab.
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
I understand the reasoning, but why not do it yourself? Because... look, Miko's known for her schemes. Come on.
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Good point.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
It's really nice that the Raiden Shogun's actually voiced here. Also, yeah, Miko, and a lot of the characters from Inazuma.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
Help! Help me!
What was that?
Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out.
Quick change.
Oh no! Someone's unconscious!
Is it the nightmare?
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
She's awake?
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now.
Is that what happened earlier? You fainted?
Yes. I was on my way to your restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree.
That someone was Arataki
It was
Ito.
hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight, and it was me! In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too! Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Don't worry about that. The strongest yokai in Inazuma are all right here.
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
Bad news, Shogun!
A Tenryou Commission official? What's wrong?
Another victim! At the festival! Kappa is trapped in a nightmare!
Oh, the
What?
kid with the mask,
But
yeah.
Sara and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
What the fuck are you?
Kappa! Kappa!
Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Shogun! Fault is mine. The Tenryou Commission failed to protect those under our charge.
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
No, we have failed you. There is no trace of the enemy.
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground. Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Other than the Bake Danuki transformation, there was no trace of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the culprit's methods were getting more sophisticated. The doppelganger in Inazuma City also seemed to appear without warning. Wait, there was a doppelganger in Inazuma City? Yeah, seems like it. Doppelgangers, nightmares, Inazuma City, Mount Yogo.
How is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger! Kappa, oh, please don't die.
It's my fault. I should have anticipated the culprit might resort to more sophisticated methods.
No. It was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers.
Imagine, okay, wait, really, real aside here, but imagine if one of the Descenders was from the Star Rail universe. I mean, it's
Sara,
possible.
What is the status of the other contestants and staff?
All normal. I asked the Yashiro Commission to move them to a secure location
Good.
just to be safe.
By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Oh.
Wait,
What is it, Miko?
you're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
You flatter me, Lady Gucci. I do have a few ideas. Up to this point, we've only detected traces of the nightmare creature around Mount Yogo. And now, a doppelganger appears in Inazuma City. Our original thought was that the culprit infiltrated the venue to evade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than concluding that the nightmare creature, on top of everything, now has the ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. Multiple parties? Or... same person? The nightmare creatures and the doppelgangers are separate entities. That's why their methods are so different. They have separate goals. That's right. The entities appeared at the same time and place. That's why the Tenryou Commission conflated the two at first. But if we ignore the nightmare creature and look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit's motive is clear. The doppelganger incident didn't actually hurt anyone, but the folktale about doppelgangers did cause people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. That's right. Because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to incite panic without attacking anyone at all. But after the Tenryou Commission secured the venue, the culprit appeared in Inazuma City so that the panic would spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough of a motive. You're right. Panic is a means to an end. But I think the shift to Inazuma City proves something. Whatever their goal, terrorizing one location wasn't enough. And since Inazuma City is their new target, the person they're impersonating at the festival should be absent. Unless the culprit found a way to cover their tracks and incite more panic by leaving behind a stand-in.
Kappa is made of wood?
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
That's our stat. Replacing one person wasn't enough. If multiple people are replaced at once, they can cover for each other. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
This kind of transformation is said to have a particular weakness. If the subject is frightened, the disguise starts to crumble. Isn't that right, Yoko and Hitotsume Kozo?
It's a Bakedaniki tail!
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Tetsunosuke?
They're getting away!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
There is no way they'd get away that easily with that party of people.
And leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
Okay. Who the fuck are they?
Bakedaniki! Those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them! Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bakedaniki tricks?
You know, if they really wanted me to traverse the obstacles, they really should have made it more on rails.
Nothing's working! The humans are catching
Yeah,
up!
I ran around.
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us!
Power button? Oh wait, let's activate this.
There is no escape!
You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm up on fire.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires!
Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them! We'll show them, stupid.
Oh, the 3 there. Let me wait for music to pick up. It's been a minute. Alright.
Shine down.
Ouch! Transform!
They're gone again! No, what are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick?
Oh, the one with the...
Oh!
Kichiro, protect us!
Illusion shattered.
Save us, Tsukumo!
What's up with these guys? What are they doing?
We're almost rid of them.
That's enough! I will not fail the Shogun again because of you!
A Tengu! Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
You disguise yourself. We can't. Seems pretty fair to me. Surrender now, and I will spare your life.
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
My loyalty is to the Shogun. Humans and yokai are no different in my eyes.
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans! Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Nonsense! The Shogun would never give such an order.
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku yokai to work all night!
They chose to.
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Yes.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
I think there are some misunderstandings.
Stay back! Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
They do have those red rings above them.
Trying to put
Red
Tetsunosuke
halos.
to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement? These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now. A world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
Oh boy.
So, they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
I may have
Truly?
a solution. If the nightmares come from an abyss, there's something I can try.
What are you doing? No, don't!
Oh yeah, during the whole Natland
The
stuff.
humans are everywhere. We can hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
I don't know. Is this funny knowing that it's fake?
You know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. And... the festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work.
They're known for their transformations, right?
Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die.
So comically evil.
No. How could they do that?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
What the fuck? Please draw your sword.
Are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on! We're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak.
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Bastama will be so upset. Bastama will eat us.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
But how do we get into the festival?
Bastoma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
These memories, they belong to the Bake Danuki?
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
I'm fine.
Where are we?
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
Just my way of dealing with the abyss.
Humans! And a bunch of yokai!
The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Looks like they're confused. They still seem wary of humans. That might have to do something to do with a long time in hiding. Hiding? You described the memories to the group.
Oh, that explains all the Bastoma this and Bastoma that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsu-yuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious.
You're like Heizo, if his skills only worked in hindsight.
Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
More or less.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Heizo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Yes, Shogun. Yes, Shogun. Alright. Okay, time for a visit. It's been 500 years, Ioroi. For her, not me.
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun, I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
Never seen Ioroi so afraid.
That would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a naku weed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
Oh.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
Oh, it's Ioroi! The humans really did kill you!
Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead!
Not dead? The kitsune spoke the truth?
Yes.
This smell is Ioroi! Ioroi is alive!
Ioroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kabuna Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Baketanuki Tsukumo taught us, by digging a hole in the ground!
That sounds very simple.
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Baketanuki Kiichiro made manifest.
It restored our power, and then we made the human go, oh, ching, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and by ting tune, yeah. You mean
we tricked him and ran?
So you didn't actually beat him up at all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Baketanuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Baketanuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
Damn.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
Yes, brother.
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question, whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether, or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement. A peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellowfur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Baketanuki were only sealed away back then because Yoroi stole that comb.
Yoroi? It's a thief? Yoroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know it was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
Wow.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
I think for the Tanuki, that's probably not too bad.
Huh? We won?
Uh-oh.
Go us! We're even better than Yoroi!
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Well, the mind of a Baketanuki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
I feel like I've heard a legend about that.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty Shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the Shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chiyo the Tiger Bite, or Tora Chiyo.
I don't think Chiyo would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
A nightmare doesn't incapacitate someone with sufficient strength. It turns into something even
The
worse.
nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction.
Oh.
It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bakedanuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chiyo's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure, an earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
So, why has it
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When Chiyo set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated, and an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Even so, having to unleash Muso Ishin against her again? Would A really be okay? Mizuki said Archons suffer from the same turmoil as the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotions die with them.
Who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bakedanuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bakedanuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
Oh.
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary... oh, no. A 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Yeah, not exactly fucking momentary.
Miko,
It's that long.
You speak the truth?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
We're about to lie.
Well, Oh! Yes. During my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen
Then,
before.
What would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
It might have grown to be too much to eat.
The Yumekui Baku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Is that even possible?
So what seems like a threat, make it seem like a
Don't
friend.
forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere.
Maybe they're hiding as trees? Or the wind?
Fools! The kitsune is clearly referring to the Baketanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Oh,
Not gonna say anything?
she just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces.
We have one.
And the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
The one. I'm not using the
There's just
Traveler.
one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness,
The Flower Festival.
then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure. An enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
So, if we want to lure it out...
Then the obvious target would be...
Flower Festival!
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The
Wow.
Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
Of course.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget, you need to finish a Little Fox's Daydream as well.
The game.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
Always.
Well, Ioroi, as I see it, you've been punished long enough. It's about time you were released.
Released? I can do that myself anytime I want. This statue keeps me warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Don't interfere.
Yoroi is the best!
Besides, the seal's power is almost gone. What I really want is for you to help me give that sneaky kitsune a piece of my mind.
Ioroi, she's already...
Not so fast. I won't be fooled by your tricks again. Whatever you were about to say, she can tell me herself, instead of sending some young kitsune to hoodwink me.
Already dead?
Great yokai really wasn't forced to work all night?
That's right. It was my choice.
Why does great yokai have to work?
I suppose it's just the price of becoming a great yokai.
Great yokai? Kinkaku is sad for you.
Jeez. Is it worth being a great yokai at that point? I'm assuming Act 3 will be when we confront the Chiyo nightmare?
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me.
But...
I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come.
Get some rest, eh?
One more thing. Thank you.
The second night. Alright. An hour and 20 minutes for that. I assume it'll take about the same length of time for the third act, so... let's do it. Oh. Some stuff there. Oh yeah. That's daily's done now too. I should probably clean my dailies before I forget on that. Once I've done this event, Genshin-wise, I probably won't stream it for probably until next batch, unless there's something that's interesting
Add Astra.
to
Thank
me,
you for
but
Add Astra.
kind of got what I wanted. Got the Mizuki weapon, so whenever she gets put onto standard, I can try and get her through the standard banner, if permitted to. And by that I mean if luck lines up in my favor. Yeah, whatever. Don't need to be exact. It's 1300.
Alright, it's finally time for the festival! Hopefully everything goes okay. Do you think everyone completed their games? Let's go check it out!
Ayato, Miko, and Sar Hazel. I assembled all the key information into booklets. Lady Gucci, and then... oh, Lady Gucci. And the incantation for the ritual has been distributed along with them.
Remarkably efficient, Ayato. How are things with the Tenryo Commission?
We have adjusted our defensive efforts in response to the Nightmare Fragment. Now that we no longer need to worry about the doppelgangers, we can be much more efficient. And with your arrival, we could be even more confident in the strength of our defenses. Nevertheless, we must remain vigilant. We all must do our part to give Bub and the Shogun the best chance against his enemy.
It's a relief to have you all in our corner.
Wait a minute, where is Ayaka? With the festival preparations complete, we have everything covered over here. Ayaka is currently helping those in need, you could say.
Those in need?
Most of the game development teams are short on manpower, so Ayaka and a few others are helping them
I'm
out.
sure you'll run into her as you walk around. Oh, and just a reminder, you need to select the best game later tonight. Most importantly, don't forget to enjoy yourself. We need this event to be as joyful as possible if we want the plan to work.
Oh, I almost forgot about
Once
that.
you're done experiencing the festival, you should check in with A.
It would be funny to see Miko's reaction if I vote for Mizuki as the winner. Is that Swordfish 1?
Ah, Captain. Swordfish 2, salute.
Oh, it's been a while. I'll say, the squad was a little reluctant to help at first, but telling them you were the festival representative had them moving faster than an actual swordfish.
To be honest, some Watatsumi Islanders aren't too concerned about the festival or the safety of Narukami Island.
But if they knew it was for the captain of Swordfish 2, I'm confident everyone would be here in a heartbeat.
I'm not sure I deserve that level of loyalty. I doubt you have a choice at this point, Bub. Not even the words of a divine priestess are enough to convince the people of Watatsumi and Narukami Islands to let go of the past. It takes time, communication, and most importantly, the help of very special people. Your representation at this festival, and my collaboration with Mizuki will serve as bridges between Watatsumi Island and the outside world.
I never considered that angle. You possess wisdom beyond your years, Kokomi. On par with a certain other shrine maiden I know.
Mizuki! Did you get any sleep at all?
I'm fine. Sometimes you need to push past your mental limits to unleash your full potential. I've seen that many times in my line of work.
Get a good night's sleep once this is all over.
I will. The good news is, the ritual is all set. That means the festival can proceed, and we can focus on realizing our vision. As for the more pressing matter, once the nightmare fragment appears, we will begin the ritual, but it needs time to take effect. You and the Shogun are the only ones who can subdue the enemy until then. Do you remember what I told you yesterday, before you left for Isa Bathhouse? Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion, and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil.
Yes.
It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
I remember.
Good. I trust you won't let the Shogun shoulder this alone. Not anymore.
Oh, I wanted to ask, do you know what this strip of paper is for?
Miko wrote that. She can explain it better than me. Why don't you ask her?
I think I'll ask someone else.
Is afraid?
Let's see. God of Thunder, heed our call. Is this gonna be her assistance? And how she assisted with the Shogun fight? Because the Traveler would have lost were it not for that. Okay, these guys are not voiced at all outside of the yokai there. And maybe some of those Arataki gang members. Oh ho ho! Toma, my bro! Heard you're in a bind! The almighty Arataki unbeatable and unmatched game dev team is here to help!
Arataki gang rules!
I'm not sure how helpful most of them will turn out to be, but I, at least, am a licensed game designer. How many licenses do you have? I'm so sorry, everyone. So focused on this game, I didn't notice Kinkaku and the others at all.
Not your fault. Bakedanuki are powerful. Even Shosei couldn't smell them.
Yeah, we didn't notice anything either. Bob, Paimon. Don't sweat the small stuff. After all Hitotsume Kozo and those little fellas want is for you to honor their last wishes and finish what you set out to do. That was beautiful, boss, but last wishes are used for people who are, you know, dead. Dead? As in the big sleep? The final curtain? The last hurrah? Kenta! You're coming down the wrong thing!
Oni is stupid. Stupid Oni really helped make game?
We'll see. But as you said, I'll try my best to, finish what we started.
By the way, where are the real Hitotsume Kozo and his friends? And what about Tetsunosuke and the others?
After the three passed out, the Bakedanuki hid them in their home to keep them safe. Even under the influence of a nightmare fragment, Bakedanuki are kind at heart. As for Tetsunosuke and the others, they're in charge of setting up the ritual as punishment for causing all that panic. Something about showing them what it's really like to work through the night? Sounds like Miko's doing. Once you deal with the crisis, I think I'll get the whole gang together. Hitotsume Kozo, Yoko, Kappa, plus Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke too. We can all play Akitsu Harpistone to our heart's content. I'm thinking we spice up the final stage with a Kaboom King! Designed after the one and only Arataki Ito. I mean, come on. How big are these horns?
Great idea, boss!
Something tells Paimon this group is about to be as useless as the one you had before.
Don't worry about hurting any feelings, Mr. Toma. Just let me know if someone's being a nuisance, and I'll knock some sense into them.
Hornless Oni? He's as scary as ever.
That's fine, as long as Ito's okay with the Kaboom King being defeated by a Harpistone in the end.
Don't you think this puzzle is a bit too complicated? If we make this small adjustment, it'd be a lot easier to understand, don't you think?
You're right. I never thought about it that way.
Nice one, Ayaka. I knew you'd be a great addition to the team.
No. You two did all the hard work.
You made it easy for me.
Hello.
Oh, when did you get here?
Just now.
Just now! Seems like you're a natural, Ayaka. A real game developer at heart, huh?
Paimon, that was my thing. What are you doing, huh? You talked about wanting to create a game the day before yesterday.
Oh, you remember that. Well, Brother had everything covered, so I asked Yoimiya if she could use a hand. I'm just glad I didn't turn out to be an inconvenience.
An inconvenience? We were in such a jam. You saved us.
Jam? Because jam is sticky, and we got stuck.
True.
Not that kind of jam. But it doesn't matter. We just need to get this done.
It is accurate, though.
Traveler, Lady Guji told me about the upcoming battle. As I understand it, this is an extremely dangerous endeavor, and the rest of us can only help from the sidelines. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Be careful.
Thanks for your thoughts and prayers. Alright, Pop's got the hard stuff covered, so let's give this our all.
How did you sleep last night, Sayu? Do you need a break?
I think I can push through just this once. I'm sure I'll still get taller.
Great Mujina Yokai! Good luck!
I think I'll just vote for Mizuki's game to win. I really want to see Ayamiko's reaction. Considering her reaction when I just suggested it, she was like, what are you doing? Did I not do this puzzle? No, I did.
It's you. Before battle, it is imperative to calm the mind. If you have unfinished business, see to that now.
I'll be right there.
As you wish. Take in the sights for me.
Miko's not there, right? Just need to make sure. Okay.
It's you. Before battle, it is imperative
Please
to calm
let
the
me
mind.
use my Raiden.
If you have unfinished business,
She's
see to that-
C6. Please. I'm set.
Then come meditate with me.
You seem unsettled.
Since leaving the plane of Euthymia, I seem to experience this feeling more and more, whether in the markets of Inazuma or before the sacred Sakura.
I seem to have a lot of hand in a lot of those. I'm sorry.
No, it may not be a bad thing. In the plane of Euthymia, I could not perceive the consequences of my choices, but that did not preclude their impact. It is only natural that I would feel their effect one day. Even a god cannot sever the link between cause and effect.
If there is a Raiden import in Zenless Zone Zero, it'd be very funny if there was a crossover with all of the Raidens. You know, Raiden A, Raiden A, Acheron, and then whatever the Raiden import would be for Zenless Zone Zero, if that was a thing.
Come to realize that isolating oneself from all engagement is no way to reach a true state of euthymia. I will not unleash Muso no Hitotachi this time. I can only support you in the battle ahead, using illusion against illusion, dream against nightmare. The ultimate success of this plan comes down to you, Traveler.
This is a last-minute plan. We don't exactly know what we're about to face, and it could all fall through at a moment's notice. But one thing is for sure, it's probably just gonna be some purple creature, right? Like the samurai. This time, you will not face her alone. Go time? Euthymia?
Did we do it?
Phew. Just in time. And it's done. Woohoo! Wait. That was bad. Woohoo! Right on! Big dubs for the team! There. Yeah, that felt better. Oh. What in the... What? What in the hell? Don't panic. Just follow the
Prepare
plan.
yourself, Traveler.
Already done.
All right, follow me.
Back to the plane of Euthymia. I remember this. It's where I fought Ray Shogun. During combat, you'll obtain new combat, Alright. When you max out, you can actively use Veil Break to deal massive damage. During combat, A will fight alongside you to defeat the Nightmare Fragments.
To think, there would be a day when we would fight in the plane of Euthymia, side by side. Be on your guard, Traveler.
Yeah, she's using her fucking, like, boss moveset as an ally. That's cool.
God of Thunder, heed our call.
Nico strips.
We have the advantage.
That was
Time to
awesome.
strike.
Definitely is a lot of bias in that regard, though. Just completely avoiding A, huh?
Shatter the night, unmask it all.
Nope. Enough of that shit. Ah, that was bad. Caesar, shield me, please!
With your might, let illusion fall.
Wait for A to attack. Okay. I'm waiting. A. 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 Oh, there we are.
I lend you my power. I grant you the Shogun's blessing.
There we are.
God of Thunder, heed our call.
Shatter the night, unmask it all.
With your might, let illusions fall.
Does this work? Probably.
Wake up! Wake up! Makoshi-sama! Makoshi-sama! Are you okay?
We thought you'd been eaten alive by that beast.
Mother!
Do what you must. Just save her.
This nightmare, it's beyond our skill to heal.
Nightmare's gone. Oh, from the teaser.
A nightmare. It felt like an endless nightmare.
Sleep in peace. This time, only sweet dreams await.
Hey! Crying. Sucks. That sucks. Man, can't wait for the next Mikawa Flower Festival. Night falls, the games are complete, and the Mikawa
For
Flower
many of
Festival
us,
officially...
I'm sure the last few days have seen unforgettable levels of stress and fatigue.
what I was about to say. Can't wait for the next Flower Festival where it's her arm that comes back.
But for now, I hope we can put the past behind us and enjoy a night of pure, unadulterated fun. Now, before we kick things off, our representative will announce the award for Best Game.
The award for Best Game goes to... An epic quest for fried tofu. It's A Little Fox's Daydream. Miss Mizuki, that means our collaboration can...
So full.
Can't wait until you're fully rested.
The winning team will take home a sum of prize money courtesy of the Yashiro Commission, along with the Tanuki Game Award. In addition, our special guest has the honor of announcing a special award. Shogun, if you could.
This special award recognizes the team with the most immersive game. And that goes to the creators of the horror game, The Doppelganger Incident. Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke.
Ah.
Oh, so it was a horror game all along! I really thought I'd seen a ghost.
Wow, that takes immersive to a whole new level. Bakedanuki are something else.
That works. Huh, smart idea. Now people have no reason to fear the yokai. I don't think the Shogun and Lady Gucci want the yokai to fear humans either.
I present you this award in the name of the Narukami Ogosho. And I promise you this. No human shall infringe on your peace without cause.
Shogun is the best!
Shogun is the best!
What about the Shogunate's development plan?
The whole purpose of the investigation was to avoid disturbing yokai territory. Besides, the world is a big place. Humans, yokai, there's more than enough room for all of us.
True. Final night completed. Wow. Oh.
Though there were misunderstandings, wariness, and even hostilities along the way, we still ended up with a celebration in the end. Seeing the Bakedanuki together with all these humans and yokai. It's a moving sight indeed.
Speaking of the Bakedanuki, where are Kinkaku and the
Miko
others?
took them to Mizuki so she can check them over. We needed to make sure the disappearance of the nightmare fragment did not have an adverse impact on them. After all, you claimed striking down the nightmare could endanger the Bakedanuki. Unless that was a lie?
Of course it wasn't. She knows. As though kissed by dew? After night? Oh, okay.
Huh. We finished the game, but it feels like I'm forgetting something. Like our original goal.
Well, if you can't remember, it must not have been that important.
Just let it go and enjoy the festival. All the games are super fun.
Bakedanuki spell! Prepare!
Yeah, forget about the fact that you just joined to get taller.
Next time...
That's weird. I can't seem to understand the Bakedanuki anymore. Some kind of spell must be wearing off. Although, I think I got the gist. Let's play together again next time. Doma, and then... You three feeling alright? No side effects?
That Yumekwi Baku lady already looked us over. We woke up once the nightmare fragment was gone. It felt like one big, long dream. Sorry we couldn't help you with the game, boss.
Don't worry about it. Besides, there's still time. Why don't you try out Akitsu Harpestum and tell me what you think?
Pow together!
Kapow. Oh, you didn't go to the hot springs? Oh no, I don't see you going either. We did go with the boss once, but then he got into his head to start some sort of competition. What sort of competition? I forgot. The only thing I remember is almost passing out from the heat. Mighty barges in. I'm here to show you who the real winner will be. Fear doesn't belong to the language of Kremnos. Ah, compadre! A little birdie told me you went to Isa bathhouse last night. Getting the crew together, and we're gonna go there to celebrate. You in?
We were just there.
Yeah, but I bet you were missing a few people, yeah? Like Shinobu, and Goro, and, you know, Ayato. Basically, boss heard about the trip, and now he really wants to go. Anyway, once you're done perusing, come find me and we'll soak it! Oh, and we'll soak it up! I hurt my throat when I said up. Okay. Well, ready to get your soak on? Ready. Oh yeah! Next up, Isa bathhouse. Following Ito's constant nagging, you... This has gotta be the hottest one! Let's see who can last the longest. Who's in? If you're that excited about it, how can I refuse? Listen, this isn't a sauna.
So warm. Oh, hey! Don't fall asleep in the tub!
That's what Sayu has become. Oh, my fur is so heavy. I almost feel dizzy. If you can't handle the heat, Goro, get out of the tub! Hey, stop being so loud! Uh-oh, on the other side. Ito is as energetic as ever.
It's not good to get distracted during a match, brother.
Oh, this game is getting heated. What's your next move, bub? What do you two think? I got Shiori, Navia, and Kuki. He's got Ayaka, Ayato, and Toma as his comp. Okay. I would take it slow. Try to consolidate my advantage. Oh, we got backseaters. Or you could be aggressive. Taking a risk isn't a bad idea. Go slow and steady. Oh, very clever, bub. A decisive defeat. I concede. Now, based on the random draw earlier, the next player should be Ayaka. Have fun, you two. You keep...
Oh, okay. Go easy on me, traveler.
He's really wingmanning his sister, huh? Ayato must have lost to me on purpose to give Ayaka more time to play. Always up to something, that one.
Boss, the Mikawa Flower Festival was a huge success for us. We had 3 times more visitors than usual. Based on what we've made so far, I think we'll be able to make this much.
That's great news! We might even beat Yai Publishing House this month.
Oh, you look pleased about something. Having a party without me?
Oh,
Will they?
It's nothing.
I forgot to share some good news with you. 30% of the proceeds from the festival have been transferred to Yai Publishing House. We're expecting record profit this month. Don't you think congratulations are in order?
What?
Well, boss, I guess congratulations are in order. This is our 333rd time competing against Yai Publishing House in sales, and our best showing to date. 2nd place.
May this be a night of sweet dreams for all.
Why does life slumber? Alright, that's the event done. I will do the actual, you know, fucking stuff for it later. You're greeted by the scent of fresh leaves. Quest item. Is it? It is that. Okay. Jeez. A lot of stuff to complete there. Makes sense as to why, but... Alright, I cleaned my dailies, so I guess I'm good. Yeah. Alright. That is it for... Genshin. So, on to... I think, some Honkai Star Rail. Alright. I'll do Divergent Universe next. That's the plan. You know, I thought it was going to take 4 hours. Dun, dun, dun. New Divergent Universe. Oh my god. I also realized... Wait, Mikawa Festival? New Divergent Universe. Alright. Okay. Alright, Star Rail. Alright. Collect that. Oh yeah, I did do this. I'll go here just now. I did read through it already on my own, but I might as well, do it there.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment.
Collect your thoughts. As you sit down, the light of the stars begins to ripple before you. The waves shine and the air seems to resonate with echoes. Tribby, I didn't expect her to have such a past. As the holy maiden of Yanisopolis, she was once revered by thousands, yet she suffered great hostility for stealing the core flame. Those guards who once swore to protect her turned their spears against her. To deliver the prophecy, she shattered her body into countless pieces, scattering herself into myriad forms, until even the boundaries of her sense of self blurred, and her mind regressed to that of a child. Now even Trian, one of the last three, has exhausted her strength. From now on, the duty of the gatekeeper will be carried on by Tribby. She's made her decision. They have made their decision. Losses are indeed a constant on the Flame Chase journey. Yeah, the fact that it's down to only 2 of the 1,000 fragments that there were at the beginning. As you sit down, the light of the stars. Okay. Mighty. It is truly impressive. You can recall the Leonine man. It's said that a lion's life is marked by many migrations, eventually settling far from where it was born. Mighty-Mos, the new king of Kremnos, once gained companions and recognition in Akama. Yet, for the sake of the world's future, he chose to leave and devote himself to endless war. Perhaps it was precisely this honor and responsibility that allowed the homecoming wanderer to end the 1,000-year Kremnoan tradition of being crowned in blood. Fate was indeed conquered by him. Then, I wish he achieves victory in every fight. If those prophecies are true, I worry. Although, one thing is that Penacony's proved it. The prophecies can come true in different manners. Like, say, the fact that Firefly will die 3 times in the dreamscape, right? And the third one was prevented due to Silverwolf's own intervention. So, it stands to reason that some of these prophecies could come true in perhaps a less drastic way. Potentially. I don't know. The Stellaron Hunters were able to do it. I don't know how the prophecy compares to Elio's, or Elio's, I guess, prophetic visions as well, or ways he can just see the multiple futures just that span everything, and how he can affect it, so we'll see. As you sit down, the strange entity who attacked the grove, who could they be? You recall the masked swordmaster clad in black. It wasn't particularly powerful, but was more bizarre than any enemy you faced. Techniques that would normally secure victory failed repeatedly against it. Could it be an embodiment of the Black Tide? Or perhaps the remnant of some titan? If not for Mighty inheriting the divinity of strife and time, that persistent foe might have kept pursuing you. Now, it's been defeated. But like the crocodile boss in the Clocky series of cartoons, villains are hard to truly kill. They always seem to crawl back out of some unknown sewer. It shouldn't be too troublesome. We've weathered far greater storms. I wonder if it's fine or not. Please tell me the stream's resumed. Oh my god, yeah, the stream fucking shut off there. Fucking shut off there. I think my internet disconnected for a quick second. Good thing I didn't have to make another stream. That was worse. Okay. Anyway. It's time for the Divergent Universe. Okay. Another thing is, what I might do is start to do some of these missions. At least with the allusion to what will happen in the next version, right? Just to see kind of that stuff while the Trailblazer is still out and about. I don't know. Let's see. Tutorials. I'm curious. Okay. Just for exploration. Oh, Stell. 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 And then it switches to March. I worry / wonder if that means... Oh, it's Misha here, so maybe not. I was like, March is being used quite a bit as the on-display character for the tutorials. Which makes me wonder as to why. Right? Oh, Sunday was there. So I guess it doesn't mean anything, per se. My conspiracy theory is like maybe March would be a protag for the next version after 3.2, I don't know. Alright, let's do Divergent Universe, and then I'll probably be good there. I do need to do the new Zenless event. I don't know what it is. I got into 2 used batteries.
Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment.
It's all blue now. Different music. I'm assuming it'll be Euphorious. Hello, I'm the simulated Herda. Let me try to teach you. You see those enemies? Try fighting them.
Make a wish.
Watch this. Better surrender while you have the chance.
Stream forward.
Up at the bar at the top left. Here's something new for you, the day-night cycling mechanic. In battle, it will alternate between day and night. Look here, it's currently the day state. It's going to switch to the night state after the turn, yeah? Yeah. During night, both allies and enemies will greatly increase damage dealt. Not again. What the fuck? What? Hello? Can I not? I'm still streaming, right? I'm still live? Yeah, I'm still... Okay. Fantastic. Alright. Assault F4. That was fun. What the fuck was that shit? That was annoying to have happen, though. Alright. Now we're back. I swear to God, if I can't fucking fight, what the hell's going on?
Watch this.
Stream forward.
Okay, I can ult with adventure missed.
The dice have been cast. Bust.
Oh.
Maybe I'll take it all.
I probably should have waited for the night state, but it's fine.
Memories are ever beneath
It's so
the silent
weird that
water.
happened.
Slide
And then I can check. What the?
is an endless
Okay.
abyss.
Competition between day and night.
I weep for the departed.
Dust rain. The dew shall fall. Still alive. Because they're down to critical injuries.
Another journey begins. Systems fleeting as the dawn
Should be in there.
destined for oblivion.
This is a Golden Bloods boon that can enhance day and night effects. Try one on the house. Golden Bloods boons can provide certain buffs during day and night. When entering the day, activates all allies' ultimates. This takes effect during the day. Let's choose it for now. There's like a information thing that I didn't read there.
Feeling lucky.
Stream forward.
blades. Well, that's convenient. Thanks to that golden blood spoon, some energy was generated when we entered the day. The currently active golden blood spoons will be displayed here. It will also increase the damage you deal during day. We'll go stomp some enemies. That's cool. After selecting... Oh! So I can go like a permanent day build. Well, this is actually really nice that I can just install with Aquilon.
I weep for the departed.
This is great for Divergent, so
Dust rain. The two shall fall.
Look here. This is the progress to your next Golden Blood's boon. You can gain 1 point of progress every time you enter a domain. You can receive 1 Golden Blood's boon when you reach 4 points. We're only 1 point away from reaching the next progress threshold. Enter the next domain and obtain a Golden Blood's boon. I really am curious what'll happen in 3.2. And very anxious. You can now select 1 enhancement for your Golden Blood's boons. This effect can make the day last longer. That's her choice. Whatever. Day ratio by 25%. The kind Madam Herta will now grant you another boon. Feel free to thank me now. The highest level Golden Blood's boons can be enhanced to is level 3. This boon allows the divine blessing to shine eternally radiant, bringing an everlasting day. Now pick it. Look here, the duration of the day has been extended. Who's that supposed to be? It's cat ears. It's supposed to be like Pardo. In the Divergent universe, you can enhance your combat effectiveness by selecting Golden Blood's boons. Once for every 4 domains entered. Basic buffs and enhancement buffs. Okay.
Watch this.
Day! Thank you.
The game is on. Don't move, okay?
The dice have been cast. Bust.
I probably should have altered the Black Swan before I altered
Take it all.
It's fine though.
I weep for the departed.
Increases crit damage suits me. That's fine.
Dust rain. The two shall fall.
Alright.
Another blood debt repaid.
So that's the tutorial done? Interesting, though. It is much more rapid than I anticipated, but paths, blessings, equations, how you interpret the Titans are indeed unconventional. Feels like you're trying to force a formula into something that doesn't actually fit. As long as the program works, it doesn't matter whether these 3 old variables can be formulaically used to unlock the Titan secrets. We shouldn't get caught up in the details. Even the Titans cannot understand things they have never seen. The original purpose of enlightenment can only be reached through interpreting the unknown using the known, forging ahead steadfastly and tailoring education according to an individual's nature. Since the Grove elects to impart knowledge to you through such a method, it must have its reasons. Moreover, these are myths after all. They are bound to be subject to mortal ignorance, giving rise to embellishments and fabrications. At the end of the day, we're still doing tests at this very place. Maybe like how a protagonist must have a baseball bat, the Divergent universe is much more compatible with the Radiant Feldspar, even if it's a simulation. Can Titan miracles explain everything? It's Cersei's wisdom, my dear friend. Sorry, screw him. I'm playing a pirated version here. It's fine. He'll be overjoyed when you bring the memories you made here to him. I see many traits similar to those heroes in Io. I've never put much faith in the unruly Zagreus, but I have to praise the opportunity bequeathed by that thief star for me to discover an heir such as you for the library's collection. If there's a Pardo type character, or a Pardo import, she is 100% going to be the Chrysos heir of Zagreus. Remember, never forget the heroes and their virtues. Heroes aren't extraordinary existences, virtues that everyone can possess forge the flames of a hero. Never forget timely self-reflections. The trials of the self are not accomplished in a day. Pride and negligence can even corrupt titans. I will also return to searching within the root system. Perhaps I will uncover some remnant pages unsullied by the black tide. Heir of knowledge, may Ceres shield your ignorance. There are some enhanced contents over here. These effects can enhance your abilities while you possess Golden Blood's boons. Oh, tap here. Chrysalis of Gold. Increase the number of Golden Blood Spoon you can choose by one. View story. Have you ever seen a butterfly perched on a branch, pouring out a love song of beauty and affection? Yes, animals grow in the footsteps of Kefli, and plants sprout from the hanging branches of Ceres. Yet, upon sudden reflection, none could comprehend their wisdom. The heart of the Reason Titan cracks with sorrow. They wander euphorious, collecting the most beautiful scales and feathers from many creatures, creating golden butterflies. Thus began the world's poems of romance, beauty, and love. Their wisdom could rival Ceres in debate, their sculpting shamed Aquila, and their singing silenced Fagosa. Menestia, what could be more moving than you? But the butterfly loved in vain. Long companionship stirs the butterfly's heart, so it confesses its love to its creator, but the flustered Ceres flees within the sacred tree. Even when the butterfly weeps blood and dies, Ceres never returns. Even Thanatos, long accustomed to death, sheds tears for the butterfly. Gathering its fragmented soul, death cast it into a cocoon. Golden butterflies emerge to pursue romance in the mortal world, while a fragile humanoid form is born for the remains of the cocoon. Go seek love upon the earth. When the time has come, even the silent tree will bloom for you. Yanis guides their path forward. Go weave romance on the earth. When the time comes, even the tearless god will compose your poetry. Ornyx hands them a golden spindle. They begin a journey around the world. They see sheep with offspring wandering the plains, and clusters of humanity singing around the campfire, just as they once did with their creator. They see children running hand in hand, and young men vowing to sail far across the seas, just as they once did with their mentor. They see birds carrying fruits to decorate their nests, generals offering flowers to young maidens, their love burning hotter than any core flame. From one end of the world to the other, they gather all the love of the earth, and their long, arduous journey finally brings them back to their origin. They connect the broken chrysalis with familial love. They weave the golden cocoon with pure love. The sacred tree opens their path to kin, their branches intertwining with family and friends. Menestia gives all of themselves to Ceres, and finally, within the chrysalis of gold, receives the whispers of love. Thus, the butterfly is reborn from the cocoon. The sacred tree blooms for the lover, and from that moment, they remain inseparable. Eye of Twilight, Lance of Fury, Hand of Shadow, Veil of Evernight, Scale of Justice. Not bad. Let's continue. Keep testing. Alright. And there's a cyclical version. Probably want to do the cyclical version for the points. Oh, this is still maxed out. Nice! That's good. Cool. Mem cuter version. I should get that one at some point. Glaya, Wastelands, Cypher, Mighty, Casterus. Let's give this a shot. Two equations? Or are these equations going to be new? I imagine they will be, with remembrance now being different. I want to enter the day. So this is for taking damage. I don't really have a team for that, so let's just go with this. And you can check the strategy guides here. Whoa. Strategy guides suitable for your current build will be displayed here. Suggestion, go check it out. You can see recommended equations and weighted curios. Okay. Firefly Super Break True Damage Faction. That's neat. General Break Characters Plan. Oh, these are plans from people? I can figure this out myself. After ally launches, the follow-up attack causes the murmur on the attack target to deal damage equal to 20% original damage. Harmony. Interesting. Let's do this one. Burn my remains to ashes and put them in a bottle. Inscribe playful words upon it, then throw it into the sea. Shed no tears at my funeral, for Fogosa would only laugh at your grief. Don't blame my untimely demise, as I merely wish to get to my final resting place sooner. I rode the waves while I lived, and now, in death, I shall drift along with the ocean currents. My only concern is how to secure an audience with Fogosa. If I come empty-handed, they'll surely scorn me. But I was born with nothing, so there's nothing I can take with me. Luckily, I've crafted a brilliant joke, my masterpiece. I'll share it with Fogosa as a gift upon our meeting. If you see the waves roaring, it's a sign that they are pleased. They become afflicted with observed. The memo sprite disappears. Shield effect. Cruiser's shield. That's not too bad. Let me tell you about a group of mighty warriors. The strife between blades. Amidst a war between the Millennials and ourselves, warriors who believe in Nikador align themselves with different factions, and the impartial war god grants power to the brave, even if they do not guard themselves. The Millennials' heavily armored infantry strides forward with great momentum, marching towards mobile fortresses. Their battle cries resonate like rolling waves across the phalanx, and their spears converge in the sky, forming a downpour of crossing blades. Their guards move like a river in battle, flexible yet unyielding, with ever-changing formations that leave even Kremnos warriors struggling to keep pace. Kremnos, an unmatched city-state, stands victorious as the king's spear pierces the other's heart. But I'll never forget the warriors who stood alongside me, sharing in the glory of our victories. And another. Can I ignore weakness type? This would stack well with the one where when you break it, gives more shielding. So, boat with intoxication. Allow me to tell you of a ludicrous fleet, with the flagship, the Runk White Siren. Fogosa blessed them. They used the honey brew of Mythamus to start a great fire. Every warship was bathed in the enchanted liquor. The drunk sailors clung to the ship's railings, spouting gibberish. The old captain at the banquet started brawling the sea. The deranged warships plunged into the ocean like a whale pod and suddenly surfaced again, sending waves, smashing sea monsters and enemies into pieces and leaving enraging allies behind. In the end, the sailors all drifted with the schools of fish, lost in their drunken slumber. My dear captain, along with the White Siren, sank into amber-colored flames, with the remains of burned monsters and his favorite honey brew. Oh. Sick. Just give me 6 blessings then. Effect hit rate, yep. So that was all the same. All allies target damage dealt increases by 12%. Yeah, it's leaning more into the member space now. You can go to the strategy page from here too. Neat.
Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky.
Oh, wait a minute.
Spring forth. Old blades.
Delay the enemy's action. Probably this one. Anyway, I don't really need to care. All allied targets break damage dealt by 8%. Is that what Harmony is? Is attack, deal 1 instance of true damage equal to 50%. Sure. Speed's nice. I don't really have much for dodge, so I'll just go with this. Murmur. Oh, so built-in dot. Also, I kind of forgot I have Black Swan for dot as well. Let's see what the occurrences are. They're gonna be different for sure. Definitely gonna be Emporius themed. In the breeding records of the Caprists, you discover a statistical error. Creatures created in an environment with controlled temperatures show a deformity rate lower than its standard rates by 3% when their size expands. We are fully aware that this is related to the current foundation of your research. Once this goes public, all existing academic research will be destroyed. Not to mention that the one who made the erroneous entry is a prominent scholar of the Grove, Erroneous. You look at the tiny critters multiplying before you, conflicted over whether to correct the error in the breeding scheme. Your conclusion garners the support of many esteemed seniors, but your peers in your school grow more estranged from you. Well, I just want the money, okay? Now, which one do I want? To additionally reduce aftertaste damage. When an allied target breaks an enemy target's weakness. Harmonize. Let's go for Tearless Garden. I'm kind of leaning into that anyway. That's right. I'm the one tending this garden. A utopia where only carefree people can settle. A place where no one sheds tears. An isolated haven where the black tide and wars are thrown behind. Why dwell on disasters 100 years from now? Why fret over the troubles of future generations? We conventionally forget everything about Emporius. We sow seeds after a sound sleep, and when weary, we find a stone to sit on and chat. The remaining blessing of the Gate of Infinity protects its ramparts, and as long as people remain attached to this land, it will not fall. You say this is self-deception, but worry changes nothing. So why not make the most of our good years? Shed our last tears, and gather by the bonfire to enjoy life's endless banquet. Alright.
Storm's on the horizon.
I don't have any 3-star blessings to enhance right now, so let's fuck off with that.
Watch this.
Make a wish. Spring forth.
Rainbow blades.
The dice have been cast. First.
Oh, I should have ulted with Black Swan first. No, I should have ulted with Sparkle first, then Black Swan, then Adventure.
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss.
Let's play hide and seek.
places.
1,000 places. Can find the answer. If I can. I think my answer is.
I weep for the departed.
Shaking a blade.
Dust ring.
Alright, I'm assuming there's gonna be the second bit. No? Just battle over? Huh. Causes murmur. That sounds neat. Okay. Now that would be good for Welt. Sure. And just any freezers. Silent song. Let's go for this. Hopefully I can get something that makes ults count as follow-ups, but I'll go to the store so I can buy more curios. Alright. Increase the ally's target's final damage by an additional 20% during day. Definitely want to increase the ratio. And will not be reset. Never night and when night descends. A fairy tale about us, a fairy tale about dawn. This sounds interesting. Because it does at that point it doesn't matter how much I go for ratios in day or night. Trigger one instance of harmonize. Sure. Sacrificial javelin. Accurate and elegant self-iteration. So it'll increase it by 40% for 4-star characters. Let's get that for now. Let's go with more occurrences.
Make a wish.
Tarot cards. More blessings. Something about entering the same kind, I think it was. Sure. Oh, that sucked. Well, I don't have any more. Fuck you. After consecutively entering the same kind of domain. Does combat count?
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Oh shit. Okay. That's really not much for increases incoming healing. Seems they changed Destruction to be more in line with Mighty, and Harmony's kind of taking the Super Break effect role now. Know this table. However, I need cosmic fragments. Starting a day.
Memories are ever changing beneath the silent waters. Lies an endless abyss.
Let's play hide it. 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer?
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I weep for the departed.
Alright.
Dust reigns, the two shall fall.
Not quite. I probably need to get jail shell for Akron at some point. It does make me worry for when he gets a rerun. That's not happening. Oh, there's sounds there.
Fleeting as the dawn still, destined for oblivion.
I do like the fact that I can just start fights with ult. Really convenient. Just starting off fights on the best foot possible. Alright, let's see what we got. Don't need to restore HP, I just need more damage. Dealt by 4.
Storms on the horizon.
Oh, that's gonna let me out a lot more.
Make a wish. Stream forth.
Let's play hide and seek. 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer? The game is on. Don't move, okay?
Did you come here of your own volition? Or was it?
Do I just ult with Akron here? I mean, I could.
I weep for the
I've got 2 ults, so we can see how the first one goes damage-wise. And then I can decide whether I ult with the
Dust reigns, the two shall fall.
Well, I think I can get away with ulting.
I weep for the departed. Dust reigns, the two shall fall.
Okay. And equal to 50% of the attacker's attack. Sure. Physical, hunt, wind. Uses an attack, removes all Sunstorm stacks on the attack target. Wind and lightning working together. Well, good thing I have that. Or domain. That always gives good stuff. Usually. That usually gives good stuff. Alright. Once in Amber Era. Using this. We have to accept. I told you not to press. Yeah, fuck you. I'll press what I want.
Don't worry.
I weep for the departed.
Justice reigns. It too shall fall.
Again.
I weep for the departed.
Justice reigns. It too shall fall.
Lovely. Additionally trigger extra dot damage. I mean, I do have the murmur, so it's not a bad idea. I don't have anything that's cosmic fragment based. I'll just get what I feel will be good for me. Yep. Different ally targets. Up to 6 stacks. Okay, I don't have that much. This'll work. And then enhance. What was that equation that I got? Elation and harmony. I should avoid those two. Okay. Dreamlight Goldweaver. During the day, after all allied targets perform 8 attacks in total, following effect is activated. Increases speed by 40% in the day. Resets when changes. Sure. Oh, there's no expanded thing? Or, oh, that's weird.
Watch this.
Make a wish. Feeling lucky. Stream forth.
Great. Oh, it's kind of fucked. This turn, is it? I'll wait until it's Sparkle's turn.
Watch your head. High stakes, high rewards. Going all in. Tabs on me.
Pick it up a notch. Let's play 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer?
That should give me a win.
Memories are ever changing beneath the silent waters.
And then
Lies an endless
spin
abyss.
off after that. Also, I thought that this would take longer for the Honkai, or no, like Genshin stuff, so...
Bust.
This is nice. I don't know what I'll do next for streams. Probably Xenosin Zero next. Catch up on those.
I weep for the departed.
Alright. Got about... I think that most of what I need for this game here.
Justice reigns. It too shall fall.
Yep.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering soul. Persistent, fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. The threads of destiny aren't cheap. Again, the ill-tidings manifest.
I'll still do this.
Memories are ever changed beneath the silent waters. Lies an
I probably should
endless
just alter the
abyss.
background first, so I can get like debuff for
The dice have been cast.
all
Bust.
purposes. Now that I think about it.
Take it all.
Let's play hide. 1,000 faces in 1,000 places. Can you find the answer?
I weep for the departed. Dusk reigns. The two shall fall. The seal of ill fate descends.
Okay. Alright, once it searches tonight, the ults will actually.
Watch your head.
What? Where's the effect? It was supposed to give me the effect. What? Hello? When entering the day. And when night descends, activates all huh? What the fuck? Did I just read it? He's fucking anyway. It doesn't matter. He's just like, I was gonna
Watch your head.
fucking business with my own shit. Oh, another.
I weep for the departed. Dusk reigns. The two shall fall.
Fuck you.
Another blood debt repaid.
Sure, I'll save it. Oh, so save files just last the whole version now. For now, Acheron / follow-up, I guess, is what that is. Maybe I could have a whatever.
Haven of memories.
I'll be more specific
Every
about.
touch, every moment, like a thorned rose.
Please manage your inventory. I will. Don't worry about it. Max out on this synchronicity points. So I'm good on that. Clear when clearing the run. Available in the next expansion. Wait. What happens its main path? Possess 2 or more when clearing a lot of cosmic fragments. When there is only one character in the team. That sounds kind of fun. I could try to clear if I got all illusion destruction, I think. Alright. Guess that's good. Very interesting. Interesting stuff there. We'll have to see more on that later. But that's about it. It's 1:11 a.m. If I streamed earlier, I probably would be doing more, but that's fine. I will be going to bed. And then I'll probably stream the Zenless event stuff. And I'll follow up with maybe just doing some of the missions in Star Rail or something. We'll see. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I have a closing shift on Saturday, so I don't have to worry too much about when I sleep. Not really. Anyway, that's about it. Goodbye. See ya.